So let's talk about the two most surprising rookies for this team, or kind of the two less heralded rookies coming into camp. But Phil Pressey and Vitor Faverani have really opened eyes Vitor Faverani. So Vitor is kind of like he does both types of things that a big man could do. He's a banger down low, and he's a pretty decent three-point shooter. Let's not base it off percentages. Let's base that off of just skills that we've witnessed so far.
Just base it off of Jared's random whims. Okay, yeah, sure.
While Phil Pressey's kind of like a tiny version of Rondo, minus almost every component that's great about Rondo, except that he's a good passer. But
so he's just a guy that
he's
plays
just a guy
basketball.
that can pass the ball really well.
All right.
But the point is that these guys are showing that they're filling needs, because passing point guard and big banging center were the two things that this team didn't really have on its roster as far as experience is concerned. Both of those guys are filling that role well, albeit against second and third units from opposing teams. But Evans, because you're looking me in the eyes hardest right now, how sustainable is that going into the regular season?
Faverani seems like a really fundamentally sound big guy, a guy who can do this in the regular season. I mean, you're right that he hasn't faced, anybody. He faced Mason Plumlee for a lot of minutes tonight, and that's not quite the same thing as, Brook Lopez. But he's shown a lot of fundamental skills. He can block shots, he can defend the rim, he can rebound. I like what I've seen from him. Pressey, like I said, Pressey's a sub for a couple of months until Rondo gets back, and he'll be fine for a couple of months. But, Faverani, when was the last time the Celtics had a really reliable, actual conventional center? Not since Perk left almost 4 years ago.
In training camp.
Mark Blunt.
2 years ago.
Jermaine O'Neal. I forgot about that one. Yeah. But it's been a while.
The center with two functioning knees.
Did you remember he was training camp player of the year?
I did not remember. Oh, my God. I'm embarrassed right now. I don't know anything about this team. But, yeah, Faverani fills a void that they really, really need to fill, and that's good.
I'll agree with that to an extent. I think he's been a pleasant surprise for sure. But he's never played in the NBA before. He's never and
he's played 9 years professionally over in Spain.
Tonight, for example, he was in the locker room getting work done on his back, because he was saying how he's never really gotten bumped and pushed around like this in any other league, and now he's in the NBA. This guy hasn't gone up against that many NBA players yet, and he's already getting kind of banged up.
Getting post-game treatment is pretty routine. I wouldn't read too much into that.
But he was
specifically talking about how his back was stiff, and I think in practice yesterday, some reports were commenting on the way he was sort of stretching out his back. I'm just saying that's just a small warning sign. The other thing is, let's be honest, he's going to pick up fouls. He's going to foul guys quickly. Yep. This isn't a guy that you're going to get 35 minutes out of every game. So, listen, he's playing well. Maybe he starts on opening night. I think Brad Stevens is seriously considering starting him because of what he said. He needs his size. The Celtics don't have any of that.
He didn't shy away from that question in the press conference.
He did not. He said that as of right now, I don't think Brad Stevens really knows at all what his starting lineup is going to be.
He couldn't possibly. There's been so many different lineup combinations.
Right.
There's been
and they've all been
enough sample size, which has been the vocab word of the week during preseason.
And I think it's really going to matter. It's going to be a game-by-game thing. I don't think they're going to have a set starting lineup like the Nets will. It's going to depend on matchups. Is Faverani, is he going to start? Is the opposing team, do they have a 7-footer, a legit 7-footer that they'll need to body out at the beginning of the game? It's all going to depend on who they're playing. But it's nice to see that out of him. It's obviously a surprise. Nobody knew who this guy was going into the offseason. And Pressey, I think Pressey has a spot in this league. Bruins tomorrow. I think Pressey does have a spot in this league. And Rondo said it tonight. He talked about Bradley and Pressey, and he said those guys are going to have a spot in this league for years to come. I just think Pressey has, he's a smart player. We saw him make some really nice passes in the second quarter tonight. One to Brandon Bass specifically that I thought was really nice. And, keep working on the shot. And, he's not going to be an all-star point guard. He's not going to be a starter probably, but he can be a capable backup, and that's what they're going to need once Rondo comes back.
Yeah, Faverani, you said you're not going to get 35 minutes from him. Tonight you got 28. His numbers were 15 points, 7 rebounds, 6 blocks, and 5 fouls.
Okay.
If you can get that every night,
didn't play against a single starter.
That's true.
So let's see what he does against starters.
That's true.
Brook Lopez is in there tonight. How many fouls does he pick up in the first 5 minutes?
7.
You got me there.
2 and he gets
7.
2 and he gets subbed out.
Yeah.
You got me there.
So let's see.
And the Eastern Conference is rigged with guys like it's Brook Lopez, Roy Hibbert, Tyson Chandler, Greg Oden.
Guys that
throw
know how
that
to
in
move
there.
around the back. Yeah, exactly.
Greg Oden did play tonight. He's back.
I'm serious, Greg Oden. Yeah, every good team you're going to face has a good big guy like that. So that is a concern for sure.
That's going to be, exactly.
Okay, so let's hear from Pressey and Faverani. But just before we go into that, both of you guys, how many starts? Start with you, Evans. How many starts between Faverani and Pressey this year?
between. Well, I mean, I'll go one by one. Faverani, I'll say 30, and then Pressey, if Rondo gets back in December, I'll say 15 or 20.
So you think he's starting the entire time?
Actually, wait. What am I saying? No, I don't think that.
Don't be stupid. Come on.
Rondo's going to miss more than 15 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're going to start Bradley and like Jeff Green at the 2. All right, Pressey starts 5.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I would take the under on Faverani, and 5 sounds about right.
Okay.
For Pressey.
Okay.
And I just think, like I said, matchups are going to be important. Maybe the Celtics make a trade halfway. I mean, you never know. But as this roster stands
maybe
now,
it's a little light. There's a
right, I mean,
pretty strong
there'll
chance.
There'll be some trade. Yeah, there'll be a trade.
Yeah.
But will it affect their starting backcourt and how soon? I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
They don't really have a pure point guard. I mean, Avery Bradley at the point scares me. And so, I mean...
But maybe you just start your best 5 guys and just see how they look to start things off.
That was the Doc approach.
And you move, and you move into your, point guard, shooting guard, small forward. It's later in the game. It's not who starts, it's who finishes, kids.
That's the old big baby line, isn't it?
It's a lot of people's line.
You learn
That's
that.
true.
You learn that. The kids who never start learn that.
Okay, let's hear from what Phil and Vitor had to say after the game. So, you guys are running, or at least tonight you were running kind of like the pick and pop with Kelly and Vitor, where they were actually going behind the three-point line. That doesn't happen a lot in the NBA. Is it easier? Like, isn't it easier passing lane to like throw it kind of more behind you because there's less defender hands in there?
I don't know. I mean, I guess you can say that, but I mean, when you have 2 big men that can shoot the ball, it makes it easier because they're gonna pop all the way back.
Yeah.
So, I never really thought about it that way, but I guess you can say it's a little easier.
Okay. And then you have to start thinking about it while you're playing.
Yeah,
It'll make it more difficult to screw up.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm practiced all days with Coach Adams. So today is, I think, a different good, because I'm working hard all day. So I can watch my job. So.
The game ended like a half an hour ago. You still have your uniform on. You just don't want to take it off?
No, I want to shower, but my back's not good, so I'm with the trainers now after the game.
I mean, how
for
does it,
some treatments in my back.
does it feel better after playing well? Does the body feel a little better after a good game?
My body feels tired. Like everybody feels tired after, but it's different. It's different sensation if you lose, if you win. We win, so I'm